Hi, this is Destiny. Destiny Forever Walks, and I am here today with Yassy. You know who Yassy is. Hi, Yassy.
Wow.
This is my favorite girl. We are here today to do a book on As a Man Thinketh, and this is a very interesting book, and it's by James Allen. We're going to read a quick insert in this book, guys. Hi, all I ask you to do is always come to Destiny Forever Walks and watch my videos. Let's read Yassy. Yazsy's gonna start out reading this book, and however that she does it, guys, just pay attention. Let's see.
Okay. As a man thinketh, thought and character. The aphorism. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Not only embraces the whole of a man's being, but is so comprehensive as to reach out to every condition and circumstance of his life. A man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of all his thoughts. As the plant springs from and could not be without the seed, so every act of a man springs from his hidden seeds of thought, and could not have appeared without them. This applies equally to those acts called spontaneous and unpremeditated as to those who are deliberately executed. Act is the blossom of thought, and joy and suffering are its fruits. Thus does a man garner in the sweet and bitter fruitage of his own husbandry.
Wow.
So that's a lot.
That's a lot. A husbandry, just like a farmer that grows a crop or a seed. That's the husbandry who prunes and takes care of the crops and brings forth the vegetables or whatever that is coming to plant or the seed from that tree.
Okay.
And that's how thoughts comes. It comes from our own planting things we plant within our mind. And like I said, your thoughts can either be negative or positive. Whatever that you are thinking and that what you send forth is gonna reap a fruit from that seed of thought.
So this is a quote. Thought in the mind hath made us. What we are by thought was wrought and built. If a man's mind hath evil thoughts, pain comes on him as the wheel of the ox behind. If one endure impurity of thought, joy follows him as his own shadow, sure. A man is a growth by law, and not a creation by artifice, and cause and effect is as absolute and undeviating in the hidden realm of thought as in the world of visible and material things. A noble and godlike character is not a thing of favor or chance, but is the natural result of continued effort in right thinking. The effect of long cherished association with godlike thoughts. Period.
Period.
The effect of long cherished association with godlike thoughts. And ignoble and bestial character by the same process is the result of a continued harboring of groveling thoughts.
Okay, so what do you think about that?
A lot.
So like I said, whatever that we conceal within us for so long, no matter what it is, something that's going to reflect something upon you, and it's going to trigger that emotion, that thought that has been hidden, and just like it's hidden, it's going to bring it out. That's exactly right. It's going to bring it out. So like I said, hey, you need to watch. Like the Bible said, we put a guard over our lips. Okay, man is made or unmade by himself. In the armory of thought, he forges the weapons by which he destroys himself. He also fashions the tools with which he builds for himself heavenly mansions of joy, strength, and peace. By the right choice and the true application of thought, man ascends to the divine perfection. By the abuse and the wrong application of thought, he descends below the level of the beast. Between these extremes are all of the grades of character, and the man is either the maker or his master. And that's what it means as a man thinking within his heart, a woman thinking within her heart, so they becomes. You become the master of your thoughts. So, what do you think about that?
I mean, it makes sense to me. I mean,
and that's why we say that we are creator of our own world and
of our reality.
In our reality,
Right.
exactly. Because like I said, we either be a maker, we will create beautiful things, or we become a master of it, where we control it, or we become the beast of all of our negative ways in thinking. Do you think so?
I think that's
Okay.
some real stuff.
Of all the beautiful truths pertaining to the soul, which have been restored and brought to life in this age, none is more gladdening or fruitful of divine promise and confidence than this man is the master of his thought, the molder of his character, and the maker and the shaper of condition, the environment, and his destiny. Wow. What do y'all think about that? This is very deep. As being of power, intelligence, and love, and the Lord, of his own thoughts, man holds the key to every situation. Wow, what do you think about that one, Jazz? We hold the key to everything that we do in our lives.
That's deeper than what the words are saying. Well, most people will take it like we have the solution to every problem, but I mean, which is true, but it's a little deeper. I just feel like it comes with being like awakening and how people have like intuition and your gut feeling. Like people just take that literal, but it's a very spiritual thing. We know how our spirit can tell us when like to avoid things or to go for something, or it tells us.
Right.
So we do have the key to all situations. If we have that
discernment,
that
discernment,
we'll know, because it's literally in you. You have spirits that are trying to guide you to the way that you're supposed to go, and if you're in one with that, then you do have a key to every situation.
Because we are allowing it, because we are giving it permission to play a part in our lives, whether it's bad or negative or some evil forces or thoughts, right?
And that was divine. I just saw the word divine.
Divine, yes. And so we can't blame people for things that happens in our lives, because of what we basically are creating, or we're giving permission for that person to happen. Exactly. So man holds the key to every situation and contains within himself that transforming and regenerative agency by which he may make himself what he wills. So that's why they say, as a man thinking, a woman thinking within their heart, so they become, because it's by their will, it's by their own permission. Man is always the master, even in his weaker and most abandoned state. But in his weakness and degradation, he is the foolish master who misgoverns his own household. When he begins to reflect upon his condition and to search diligently for the law upon which is established, he then becomes the wise master, directing his energies with intelligence and fashioning his thoughts to fruitful issues. Such is the conscious master, and the man can only thus become by discovering within himself the laws of thoughts. But hey, that's pretty deep. What do you think about the laws of thought? Because one time before we did a video together, and we was talking about the universal laws, how we are. So what do you think about that?
I don't know. Let's keep.
It says, such is the conscious master, and a man can only thus become by discovering within himself the laws of thoughts.
There could be actual laws for thoughts, but I just think for a person, you just have to know what you're going to allow yourself to think about, and just put in limits on things that may be the reality, but just don't allow yourself to think of those things. I don't know.
Right.
That's what I think.
But by these laws of thoughts, which discovery is totally a matter of application, self-analysis, and experiences. And I always tell people, guys, your experiences is the only reality in your life. Because those are the things that you have lived through, you experience yourself, you learn from. These are lessons you learn from the mistakes.
And honestly, I feel like your experiences, if you let them, they can help you elevate to like another level.
That is deep, Jazz. I like that, and that is really true, because we are learning all the time. Now, if you're wise, I say,
If you're wise,
you're
you
elevate.
take from it the way you're supposed to.
Exactly, because a lot of people make the same mistakes over and over
It's
and
just
over
like those
again.
videos. You can't go to the next level until you master that level, and it's just like that.
Exactly, and that is so good. That is so right, Jasmine. It's a great point. Only by much searching and minding are gold and diamonds attained. Now, you know, that's really deep, because like I said, the only way you're going to get gold or whatever, you're going to have to go dive down deep. And that's how we got to go deep within ourselves. That's where our knowledge is. That's where our information is, guys. And you don't believe it or not, that's who you are. That person
the
within
true, like,
Yes.
wealth, health. Like, that's,
Yes.
because I can't even put it in words.
Yeah, you really actually said it. It's like I said, you ain't gonna get diamonds sitting up on top of the ground unless somebody lost it off a ring or a necklace. I mean, to get the real stone, the crystals, whatever, you're gonna have to dive deep, like a coal miner. Gotta go deep within. That's how we gotta do. We gotta go deep within here. You'll never find the answers outside.
Find the answers.
It's always gonna
The
be
true
inside.
treasure is you gotta
Inside.
find it inside.
Said girl. That girl said it. Now, like I said, this girl is wise and very smart and intelligent. And like I said, I've been teaching a lot of videos on that topic, Jasmine. I don't think people getting it, because I
just feel like it's a topic where you can't make people get it.
there's something they gotta.
You have to get there on your own. So
Right.
you're there to give them the information,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't just tell someone how to see what you're seeing, especially if they're not at that state yet. So patience.
And a lot of people, they are afraid to go to that level because they're afraid of the unknown. They're afraid of the unfamiliar territories. They are comfortable. They arrived to this place. This is all I ever known, all I ever was taught. And I am safe. And people like being a lot of times on a safe place. They don't like to.
There's nothing safe about that. That's not safe.
Not safe. But they're thinking that it's a safe place. But you're dying when you don't grow. When you don't allow that mind to expand to its fullest potential
That
of
was
life.
deep.
Yes, you'll die. And like I said, and the Bible says that we have to die daily. And what's more better than dying is dying of the things that we are being taught, the lies, the shedding of old layer. You better say it, guys. Where you get that from?
Oh
my God. You said it. You said a mouthful. Say that again, Jasmine.
I didn't say nothing.
Yes, you did. You said a mouthful, because shedding that old layer. The guys, she is all up in my head. Because these are the conversations that I've been having with you all, but we never really sat down and had this deep conversation. She's just like, she pulled that right out of me. Girl, say it again.
I took it out of you.
Wow, you really got my attention, because I've been saying this so long, but I never heard nobody talking back to me with it like you just did. Oh, you just.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, well, this. I like that.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna read this again. Only by much searching and mining are gold and diamonds attained, and man can find every truth connected with his own being. And we just said that.
You said that.
It's all within himself. If he will dig deep into the mind of his soul, we just said that. Because that's, you gotta go in deep. That's your self-consciousness. That's your soul. That's your highest state of consciousness. That's the
Oh my gosh. All right, mommy.
She's pulling the string on my heart, because the girl is telling you guys, just like it is, that's your highest consciousness state of being. That's the highest level that you can reach. That's your divine consciousness state.
Yeah.
And People didn't understand it, but that's the God within you or the goddess. For a man, it's the God that's within you. For women, we are the goddess. Okay? Jasmine. And they will find truth connected with his being if people dig deep within the mind of his soul, and that he is the maker of his character, the molder of his life, and the builder of his destiny. He may unerringly prove if he will watch, control, and alter his thoughts, tracing the effects upon himself, upon others, and upon his life and circumstances, linking cause and effect by patient practice and investigation. Anything you want to say about that one?
I mean, it's just a learning process. You gotta be patient. You gotta practice. You gotta dig deep. You gotta. It's a process.
It's a process, and that's what life is.
It's a process.
People try to jump from A to Z so fast, and you never gonna make that big
Especially
leap.
with social media.
Social media.
You see one person doing this and living this and going here and going there, and you think that's what you're supposed to be doing.
And then you go follow right behind somebody else's path and into the
That's
wrong.
not your path.
That's not your path. Know your path. Girl, you deep. I like this girl. Stay in your lane. Tell them, Jazz, say it together. Stay in your lane.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Get off other people's path, okay? It's not yours. And that's why a lot of times they end up with a whole lot of crisis in their life, a whole lot of hardships in their life because they are trying to live other people's lives, right? Okay, so, and guys, by utilizing his every experience, even to the most trivial everyday occurrence, as a means of attaining that knowledge of himself, which is understanding, wisdom, and power. And you know that scripture in the Bible, you remember when I taught y'all as kids? That scripture said, wisdom is the principal thing. Get wisdom, get knowledge, and with all that getting, get understanding. And that's where he was trying to get. Yeah, that's what
it's different. I remember that one now.
Wisdom is the principal thing. Get wisdom, get knowledge, and with all that getting, get understanding. And that's what he's telling us right here. So in this direction, as in no other, is the law absolute that he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be open. For only by patience, like you just said, practice, like you just said, Jasmine. She already wrote the book, people. I'm telling you, girl.
Never read this.
She never read it, but she wrote the book. She just said all that. And ceaselessly inopportunity can a man enter the door of the temple of knowledge. And that was it. Anything you want to add to that? Guys, this is a very interesting little small book, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And I will put a description in the, a link in the description box so you guys can know where you can pick this book up, okay? And so we did it. Jasmine, tell me what happened last night.
What do you mean what happened last night? Your finger.
What?
What? Oh my
Tell them what happened last night. Come on, tell them.
Right
Come
now.
on. Yes, just tell them what
I thought we were
happened.
gonna take a separate
We
video.
are, but just, okay, we'll make a separate video. We'll make a separate video. Guys, I am
Well, if they watch this video, they can get the preview of what the next video is going to be.
Yeah.
So, someone reached a certain amount of subscribers.
Say it loud, Jasmine. They can't hear you.
They reached a certain amount.
Who's that? Who's that? Destiny.
But you're not going to know how much until you go to the page and see the video and
Okay.
subscribe if you haven't.
Okay, so that's it. That was very interesting. I really appreciate you coming and spending that time with me and talking. And you have given us a whole lot of knowledge, a whole lot of information. So guys, we will see you at the next video.
Oh gosh.
Destiny is here with Jazzy Boo to get more information to bring to you. We will see you at the next video. Yo.
Okay.
Namaste, guys. Have a great evening.